Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Hukamnama Sahib today is on Ang 729 of Guru Granth Sahib Ji in SOOHEE Rag by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Vaheguru Ji SOOHEE Mahalla Pehla Ghar Chhewa Ik Oankar Satgur Prasad Ujjal Kaiha Chilkana ਘੋਟਿਮ ਕਾਲੜੀ ਮਸ ਧੋਤਿਆ ਝੂਠ ਨਾ ਉਤਰੈ ਜੇ ਸੌ ਧੋਵਾ ਤਿਸ ਉਜਲ ਕੈਹਾ ਚਿਲਕਣਾ ਘੋਟਿਮ ਕਾਲੜੀ ਮਸ ਧੋਤਿਆ ਝੂਠ ਨਾ ਉਤਰੈ ਜੇ ਸੌ ਧੋਵਾ ਤਿਸ Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is blessing us in SOOHEE Rag, SOOHEE Mahalla Pehla, Ghar Chhewa, and Guru Sahib Ji has instructed that the Shabad be sung in the 6th house of rhythm. Maharaj Ji begins with the introductory invocation of the Divine Being, the Mangalacharan. Maharaj Ji says, Ik Oankar. That non-dual divine being whose light, Oankar, pervades through all, is found through the prasad, the grace of the eternal Guru. Sache Padshah Maharaj, in today's Shabbat, in today's Hukamnama, is speaking specifically to those of us who are one thing on the outside and another thing on the inside. This Shabbat is connected with Sikh history. Just like many other Shabbats in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, this Shabbat has an Uttanika. Now, the word Uttanika can be loosely translated as context. And that Shabbat, or that word, Uttanika, is used when certain Shabbats were recited by the Gurus in certain places or in certain situations. Now, nearly all of us would have heard the story of Sajjan the robber, or as he's called in Punjabi, Sajjan Thug. So I won't go into too much detail. But this Shabbat was the Shabbat which changed Sajjan's life. Bhai Gurdas Ji describes the scene when Guru Nanak Dev Ji would recite Gurbani. Bhai Gurdas Ji says, Bani mukhon uchariye hoye roshanai mite andhyara. When the Guru would recite Gurbani, darkness would go and light would dawn. And this was one of those moments. Sajjan, who is trying to trick the Guru, kill the Guru and the Guru's associates. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj sang this Shabad, Sajjan's life changed. Now many times, when I think of these stories, for example, the story of Sajjan, the robber, in Punjabi we call him Sajjan Thug. Sajjan the robber. Now the question we have to ask ourselves is this. Sajjan was reformed after listening to just one Shabad, and we still call him Sajjan Thug. One Shabad changed Sajjan the sinner into Sajjan the saint. How many Shabads have we listened to? How many times do we ignore what the Guru is saying? In today's Shabbat, in today's Hukamnama, we should ask ourselves this question. And we should beg Guruji, O Guruji, please give us the strength to change. Just like these words of yours converted Sajjan from a sinner into a saint, brought light where there was darkness. Let them bring light into the darkness which is within us. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj begins with an example. Maharaj Ji says, Ujjal Kaiha Chilkana. Kaha means bronze. Now, bowls made out of bronze or utensils made out of bronze, they look ujjal, they look pure, and they look chilkana. Chilkana means shining. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji warns, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Kotem kaladi mas. When you kotem means when you rub them, what happens? Kaladi mas. A blackness appears. A darkness appears. When you rub those bronze utensils, a darkness comes out of them. A blackness. Totya jhoot na utare. Totya, even by washing the bronze utensil, jhoot na utare. This impurity, this jhoot cannot be utare, cannot be removed. Je 100 to vates. Even if you were to wash it, 100 means 100 times. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj is giving the example to Bhai Sajjan. Maharaj is saying, Sajjana, even though the bronze utensils may look nice, but when you rub with them, with your hands get blackened. Guru Sahib Ji is saying, you may look nice on the outside, but when someone sits with you, they are blackened. You only look shiny, but you do not have that purity within. And let us ask ourselves those questions as well, those very searching questions which change Sajjan's life. Maybe they will impact us today. Then Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Sajjan sei naal main, chaldeyan naal chalan, jitthai lekha mangiya, tithai khade disan. Maharaj Ji says, Sajjan sei naal main. They alone are my friends. Maharaj Ji says, Chaldeyan naal chalan. Those are true friends that when I depart, Chaldeyan, when I leave, they naal chalan, they depart with me. Now, Maharaj Ji explains this in the next talk, the next line. Jithai lekha mangiya, where my lekha, my accounts will be mangiya, will be asked for. Where my good and bad deeds will be weighed up. Tithai khade disan. Tithai, in that place, they will be khade, they will be standing there, and I will disan, I will see them. And there are various interpretations of this. What can be your true friend? Virtue, good deeds, they will be there with you when your accounts are being weighed up. What is the friend? The name of God, that will be there with you, saving you. What are the true friends? The saints. Their advice, their words will be there with you when your accounts are being weighed up. Maharaj Ji says, become a true friend and put your friendship with those who are really true. Rahul, pause and think about this today. Kothe mandap mariya pasoh chitviyaha. Kothe, according to Sant Gyani Gurbachan Singh Ji's explanation, talks about the small huts or houses which are made out of unbaked bricks. And mandap here is talking about mansions. So whether it's a small hut or a big mansion, mandap mariya, palaces, pasoh chitviyaha. Pasoh means on the sides they may be. Chitviyaha means painted, there may be many decorations on them. Tathiya kamna avani vichoho sakhaniyaha. But if they are empty, sakhaniyaha means if they are empty inside, then one day what will happen? Tathiya kamna avani. They will crumble, tathiya fall down, kamna avani, and they will be useless. Maharaj Ji again is questioning Sajjan and questioning us. On the outside, you are decorated, tall and lofty like a building. But inside, there is nothing, there is just darkness. That building where no one lives, it's just dark inside, there's no light. And Guru Sahib Ji is questioning us today, are we like those buildings? Bagga, bagge kapde, tirath manjavasan. Bagga means the crane or the heron. Bagge kapde is dressed in white. The heron or the crane is dressed in white. Tirath manjavasan, and may go and live upon sites of holy pilgrimage. Tirath. Kot kot jiya khavane. But what does that heron or that crane do? Kot kot jiya khavane. Rips to part and eats living beings. Preys upon the fish within. Even if a heron or a crane is at a place of holy pilgrimage, even at that place, that heron or that crane will just be looking for things to hunt. Bagge na kahiyan, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, I will not call them pure on the outside. Now, what does this mean? Like a heron or a crane may be dressed in white feathers, but is always looking to hunt, even at places of pilgrimage. Sajjan had made a mandir, a Hindu temple on one side, a mosque on the other. But he was not looking to serve anyone. Even though he had made his inn into a place of pilgrimage, he was looking to hunt. He was on the lookout for his next prey, his next victim. Now you may look religious on the outside, but what are you looking for in life? Are you looking to prey off others? And if we are, then we need to ask ourselves these questions, very searching questions that Guru Nanak Dev Ji asked Sajjan. Simmal rukh sarir mein jan dekh pulan. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji gives another example here of the simmal tree. It's translated as silk cotton tree, but in Punjabi we use the word symbol. In Gurumukhi the word simmal has been used. Now Guru Sahib Ji is explaining to Sajjan, but using the first person. A beautiful way of explaining. Maharaji says, my body is like the simmal tree. Now the simmal tree is known for its height, but its fruits are tasteless. Now, it's big, tall, and it has these big fruit upon it. And what happens? Majjan dekh pulan. Majjan here, if you read it together, Majjan, that means parrots. Parrots come because they see the fruit of the simmal tree and they think, oh, we'll have something to eat. They don't realize that it's tasteless. And some accounts and some translations, the Gurbani Arth Pandar, which is a transliteration of Sant Gurbachan Singh Ji's Katha, it says that the parrots actually get their beaks stuck in the fruit of the simmal tree. So they're pulan, they're fooled by this tree. The parrots come, but they end up getting their beaks stuck. Se phal kam na avani, te gun main tan han. Se phal, those fruits, kam na avani, are useless. Te gun, these bad qualities, main tan han, are in my body. Now what does this mean? Another way of translating that first line, by the way, is by saying main jan separately, and we'll go through that now. So simmal rukh sarir mein, my body is like the simmal tree. Main jan dekh pulan. Main, looking at me, jan, people, are pulan, are fooled. Just like the simmal tree fools the parrots, in the same way, looking at me, people think I am living on some lofty height. They come to me with hopes and desires. But when they taste the fruit of my words and my actions, it is only then that they realize. This is the story of my own body. These bad qualities are within me. Guru Sahib Ji is telling us to introspect there. Andula par uthaya dugar vaat bahut. Andula, the blind, has par uthaya, has picked up so much weight. Dugar vaat bahut. Dugar vaat means a mountainous, treacherous path. Bahut, very, very far. The person who is blinded by anger, greed, and all these types of things has picked up so much weight and put it upon their head. What weight is that? The weight of sins, of bad actions. Dugar vaat bahut. But the way or the path where this person has to travel is through the mountains, and it's very, very far. Akhi lodi na laha. I want to see with my eyes, but na laha, I can't find any path. How chad langa ket. How can I climb over and cross these mountains? I don't have the eyes of wisdom, the eyes of varag, of longing for God. Chakriya changyaya avar syanap kit. In the last two lines of the Shabad, the last two panktiyan, Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Chakriya. Chakriya means to serve people, serving the world. Changyaya. Now, being here, Changyaya doesn't mean just being, it doesn't mean being virtuous, it means just being good on top. Avar syanap kit, and all these syanapa, all these clever tricks. What good is it? And just to understand this as well, and Changyaya especially, we need to understand, sometimes we are doing even good things with bad intentions. Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj says, these clever tricks you play, they will all be unveiled. None of them will help you spiritually. Nanak, in the end, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, Sajjan is on his knees by this point, begging for forgiveness. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Nanak, Naam simmal tu. Then Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, meditate upon the name of God. Meditate upon Naam. Badda shut hai jit. That is the method that you can escape this prison where you are baddha, where you are tied down. Naam, the divine name, meditation upon Naam, is what will cut through all of the prisons which enslave you and imprison you. That was the Shabad of Guru Nanak Sahib that changed a robber into a saint. May Guru Nanak Sahib bless us with their Gur Prasad. May that Shabad, may the meanings of the Shabad reside within our hearts today. Chakriya changyaya avar syanap kit. Nanak naam simmal tu. Badda shutta hai jit. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.